Diego si Moro, VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Ace is still on from Tino. He's got another Burrow Strike available. It's not going to be a kill, but I guess he can just keep going. In fact, Shanks is here now. A Phonic Shield's going to block out a lot of the damage, but in your dream, he is still dropping. Tino, maybe one more hit will do it, and it does. Oh, first blood out for the Sand King. Even with the Phonic...
Seeing that strong start for Tino, that's worrying. If this Sand King hits at early times we've seen before, Tino can definitely set that pace here for Execration.
At the very least, Polson's doing a very good job of just kind of backing Tino off. In fact, Tino has gone too far. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, he does need the reset on the Sand King, and that was the one thing that kind of cost them a lot with that first blood attempt, is the fact that the Sand King, this very low, can't actually creep, which should be a pretty big fear for the side of Execration, though. I suppose they might be just very confident in their mid-game time.
Yeah, got a lot to play for. A Lakatito in a dangerous spot.
Yeah, mid lane. Bob going to be able to secure the kill, but we'll go down to the tier 1 tower. Still a pretty big win there for the Razor, as Vincent really enjoying himself whatsoever. So it looks like Execration do try to move into that triangle, but they may get punished for this. Vincenzo, already copying so much damage, is going to try and back off along with Bob. Paulison will try to get to work on the Razor, but that may have cost him his own life, though Paulison is going to be able to run the Razor while Mizu does get Vincenzo, as Bob has still chased him down further. Bob's gone way too far, and eventually I think he should be punished, as he really wants that kill on the Abaddon, but it just doesn't seem worth it. I'm not sure what the idea there was from Bob, John.
Unideal for Execration. NGX does find some punishment. Again, it takes a lot of heroes down, and Andy used Ravage, so there's an opening here.
Well, Pollison's in trouble. Up the top lane, he might just drop, but on the other side of things, Bob is in some bigger troubles. He does go down. Joe Cam does manage to take the kill for himself, and that'll be enough for him. Keep in mind, though, John, Shanks also ended up binding the Ember. That's that up in the jungle for now. As bot side, there will be a 3-man smoke here from Execration. Looks like Alacrity is going to be targeted as long as Tino can land the stun into the epicenter. Alacrity, there's going to be a nice Ravage from Mizu to try and help out, but it probably won't be enough. Or maybe it will be. They do leash them up, though, and that's going to be it. Both of them drop. Bob will take a double kill on the Razor. Mizu, props to him from trying to help John, but it only gives more the way of Execration.
Yeah, it's another Ravage forced out defense in terms of these fights, and on Mizu for the initiation.
Palos is going to try and move in onto Joe Cam. Does get the Fusel Blade off, but can't really hold on to him. Joe Cam's fine. Paulison won't be so fine, as Bob is just going to link him up all the way. In your dream, though, going to be around to protect us. In the meantime, Alacrity has been caught out on the Ember, and looks like he's the one to drop, as Bob will be chased down by Joe Cam in your dream. In the meantime, again, Mizu's going to drop on the Tidehunter, as Bob is still being chased down here by Joe Cam, but it seems like they can't get the kill. Joe Cam full. To make matters worse, Refresher Orb available on Bob. So that double Eye of the Storm now going to be up and ready. Bot top lane, Joe Cam not actually going to be caught by the Burrow Strike, but it won't matter. Vincenzo's there with the control. So Tino does take the kill on the Sand King, and it's immediate smoke up. They do not want to slow down. Like you said, this is exactly what they need to do. Serpent Wards and Dark Portrait around, and it's going to be a lot of damage onto the Dusa. Jeez, look at that, John.
Oh, God.
Burrow Strike as well onto the Abaddon will mean another kill to go the way of Execration. NGXC, I mean, you can't defend high ground without that Medusa. You only see the Slark, and he's got an Aegis anyway. It's very, very hard to even think about going after this kill. Epicenter, Burrow Strike is going to be there in your dream. He's been targeted. They even have the Dark Portrait out. It's a lot of damage. Where's Mizu? There's your Ravage. It might be too late, though, and it will be. No buyback available for In Your Dream. As they'll go back to the top lane of Barracks. There's not really much they can do to defend this now. Oh, even when In Your Dream's back up, you don't have Ravage available.
No, you don't have that team fight.
Lacking right now is the Epicenter. But I don't think they really require that ability right now. It's top side, Bob. This you've got to be a little bit wary of. I mean, you can't let that happen if you're Execration.
Yeah, but that's Ravage down, that's Stone Gaze down, and that opens up the push. Like, how do you stop this now, committing Ravage like that? You can't stop Palos.
That's a fair point, John. Ravage is gone. Mizu, he'll still try to defend, but he does get stunned up. Palos, he's going to back off for a bit, maybe get some heals up. They've got to be very wary not to lose Bob a second time. He just fought back. Still frontlining for the team as Tino going to look to move back in onto Mizu with the Inkswell into the Burrow Strike, landing on 3 targets. And now Vincenzo, he's in for the double hex out. They've got the Deucer locked down, and it's just so much damage. In Your Dream's already gone. So will Paulison die along with his teammate. And that may just be it. They don't have their carry available. Like you said, John, no Ravage. Means you can't really fight right now as Mizu is going to try to back off Patino. He's there again with another 2-man burrow, and that'll be it. GG's called. NGXC dropping their first game against Execration. And, well, John, I thought this was going to be the game where they won with Medusa, but apparently not.
I guess you cursed them there.
Able to remain in lane, and well, actually, as I say that, Alacrity looking to block him off here, not let him back into the lane. I suppose that's one thing you can do, is just kind of zone out the Storm, but it's like Bob is going to bully Alacrity back a little bit.
Yeah, and a little bit of back and forth. Very important for Bob to find both of those water runes. He's going to need some help for the next water rune. He's going to need help for that power rune as well.
Oh, Tino and Shanks. Or rather, Shanks was the one in trouble, and never mind Bob.
Grasp, so Mizu still controlling the lane well. You're not getting max potential from Vincenzo. Palos struggling a bit in farm, especially when compared to In Your Dream. That is a concern. You do want that boost to farm up into the initial items to just stay in the jungle later on.
It's funny, John, I said end of just keeping Vincenzo away is now Palos will be chased down. Silence is there, it's the Boundless Strike, and they'll find him. Palos gonna end up dropping as Paulison would love a bit more, but Vincenzo gonna go deeper into the tree line. But it's that kind of that funny scenario you kind of talked about here, John. Vincenzo and Paulison kind of countered each other out. It's Vincenzo not going to be able to really run too deep any longer, but Paulison, he's lost the tree. In the meantime, mid lane looks like Bob was dropping very low on the Storm, but he's going to be okay.
A lot of that build up here for Tino or for Bob gets lost in a pop.
Yeah, big group up. Vincenzo at the very least is going to drop, but so will Bob. A nice X back there from In Your Dream. Tino, he's going to pop the Rolling Thunder and try to go back in on Alacrity, but Alacrity has plenty of help around him and has the refraction back up. In fact, he'll stick around and just keep going after the stacks as Tino needs to back off. Bramble Spring will be there from Paulison to try and slow him down. Tino with the shield crash can be quite tanky, with the Illuminate flying in as well. A lot of damage to come out onto GXC as they cannot finish off Tino. They'll go back for the triangle stacks. Bob, he might be able to pick off Paulison, and he will. Can they keep going though? NGXC, they'll find Shanks on the Keeper of the Light. Bob wants a bit more, we'll find Jokan. So another kill to go the way of NGXC is Mizu. So we can just get started on the bottom tier 1 tower. Bob is around with a double damage rune, but I don't believe he'll have enough damage on his own to really be able to defend this, but he's going to move in. Mizu's actually taking a hell of a lot of damage here, and in fact, he might be gone. And he will be. This could not orb and jaunt away in time. So Bob proving me wrong immediately, Jonathan.
Great news for Bob. Just managed to get the kills he needs to build up on the Storm. Has the Fairy's Trinket for a little bit more damage. Has the Power Tread still.
He'll get to work healing up that mid-tier 1, but it is a rather slow process these days. Jokan going to move in onto Palos. To show himself off on the Weaver. In they go, Palos. He'll be targeted. The boat torrent is going to land. Palos already out of mana, and he's just gone. Oh boy. I mean, Rolling Thunder's going to be there. Tino, he'll try to turn this one, but he's got no backup. There's just not enough backup right now. Bob, he'll move in eventually, but the coil's going to lock him down. It's a very aggressive movement from Execration, but it looks like it won't work out in their favor as Tino's still trying to kill off Jokan, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, what a mess from Execration.
Yeah, and they're forcing these fights. They're constantly or your Pangolier to really get that done, you want to blink up on at least the Pango to get some positioning in with a Rolling Thunder. And you kind of want the blink here as well for Vincenzo if you can save up. Blink overgrowth is pretty big. It will just take a while.
Bob just going to get deleted here by In Your Dream. In the meantime, Jocam's going to go for a chase onto Shanks. He might be able to catch him. Eventually, Shanks still running. Jocam will chase him down though. With that, oh yeah, with the swarm, he just couldn't get away. Towards them, like there's just no contest. So they jump in again. Onto Tino they go. And go locked down. Overgrowth is way mistimed. Mizu just going to get away for free. And now they can move in on Palos. So Bob, he's going to try and fight this one out with the Stone Gaze. But it's not even that great. Bob, he'll get to the low ground, but Tino's going to drop. And Palos, well, he's not out of danger yet either, John. He's going to drop a third time. What a problematic game here for Execration. As Bob, he'll drop as well. 11k net worth advantage. And just not even close right now.
Don't bridge any of that. They will go for a smoke play. That is under some vision on trap, so a bit of a spotting out here from the DX.
Oh, Bob, he's been caught out immediately. He'll zip away, but the coil's going to lock them down. Rolling Thunder or not, Tino just doesn't have the impact right now to help out his team, who's just getting shredded. A double kill for Alacrity. They'll try for the last piece of the puzzle, and that's going to be Tino on the Pangolier, just completely surrounded. And he's gone. Any of it. They'll just go for a free mid-tier 2 tower. Bob, he'll zip in. They do find In Your Dream, but the boat is going to be able to fly out, and it's going to make him way too tanky. They'll lock him down, but here comes Alacrity on the TA, and poor old Vincenzo's just dead. Shanks, he's going to try to run, but Mizu's on with the chase. Eventually, they should be able to find the cuddle, and they will.
Like, without that blink in the Pango, finding the angle is just so hard.
I think Paulson has done a really fantastic job this game on this monkey. And they go again. Alacrity right on Vincenzo, getting rid of him with a double damage rune. Nothing the train can do. It's like you mentioned, I mean, Paulson will head down towards the bottom side of the map. And Shanks might be the unfortunate victim here for Execration, as Mizu immediately going to jump in. Does see the coddle. And Paulson, he's going to have a look for a bit more. Mizu gets the kill, but more importantly, Tino has been spotted here by Paulson. They'll even find the Pango. And this Monkey King, I mean, it's just been so effective this game. Tower, but you've got to worry about Palos now, who's just frontlining for his team. And it does seem like they are going to be able to force NGXC back for a little bit.
Just hold off a bit. They do spot the DD, X mark, and Alacrity is going to be back. And this should open up the high ground for them. They've got a lot of output on Alacrity. They can just rip through. Living armor not going to be enough to stop us from Alacrity.
We go again. Dream Coil is going to lock them down, though. Shank's already gone. They've got the Deucer now completely controlled up. There is going to be a Vortex to try and help out. In fact, Alacrity, he may lose his first life, and he does. Not a bad start for Execration. If they can somehow find Alacrity a second time, it could be a great team fight for them. But Alacrity, he'll keep trying to fight this one out. Overgrowth was there, but Lotus Orb was also out immediately. So they'll find Mizu. They do get a puck, but they really want that TA. It's a massive kill streak to get, but Alacrity's going to fight back. Bob is still trying, but it costs him his own life. Buybacks are flying out, though. Bob will zip right through, but Alacrity, he's still not dead yet. Almost down. Finally does end up dying. There's maybe now they can turn it. Bob, he might die back immediately, though. No mana to Vortex away, but it's all about giving Palos all these kills on the Medusa. But Execration still can't quite get the job done. Palos, he's been left behind to try and fight this one out by himself, and it's not good enough.
Again, right into that Scotty for Palos and hope for the best here.
Oh, this time they may have finally caught Paulson. He was getting all this vision out. In fact, I say they've caught him, John. He's still fine. They don't actually commit because they saw In Your Dream around. And they don't want to have to deal with the Conquer right now. So they caught Paulson for a second, but he's still just fine.
Yep, still bails out. That's Rolling Thunder forced out. Not the longest cooldown. That is giving Bob some space to farm, but Paulson keeps tracking. He's out of mana here.
Oh, Bob getting caught out by the same hero that he was just trying to catch. And has no way out of this. He's down for 70. No buyback available for the Storm. And in the meantime, you also end up losing Shanks. Alacrity just takes him out with the TA. You might have a chance. Makes it almost impossible to try and fight back here if you are Execration. Again, they are still within this game number 2. They are still alive. The GX, they might find Vincenzo here on the stream protector. Paulson should have scouted him out, and he's got him. It'll be another tree and kill here for Paulson and Alacrity. For Vincenzo, his died. Bob maybe targeted down a bot lane very soon, as there is a big group up coming in from NGX, and there they are. They've got the silence into the boundless strike. Bob has not popped the BKB. He does eventually get it off, but it's all too late. He held out, and he has no buyback.
Yeah, I mean, the BKB wouldn't save him. I mean, the BKB wouldn't have saved him anyway, because you have level 25 Mizu up.
Palos, yeah, he's been 4-star forward. Pretty far forward, in fact. The Torrent Storm going to lock him down a little bit longer, but he'll move in onto the puck, trying to deal with Mizu. In the meantime, Alacrity will go on to Tino, but here comes the Vortex out from Bob on the TA, but Alacrity is not bothered by this whatsoever, though he is completely stunned up here by Tino, but the time lapse is out from Jocam into the boat now, onto Palos, and with the side blades, they're taking care of him 2 at a time, as Mizu, he'll find a double kill, and Alacrity, he'll just keep going, onto Shanks, a triple kill out for the Templar Assassin. And there'll be a second lane of barracks, I think, here, John, as you don't have buyback available on this Medusa. Bob? We got silenced up. I don't think... Oh, never mind. They can lock him down. They've got the silence, and they've also got an ultra kill, looking for the rampage. Would you look at that, John? Vincenzo, he's just trying to get out. Yeah. But he'll be the rampage here for Alacrity. Oh, this poor tree and protector, John. He's had such a rough game already. He ends the game.
Just stay stable. They catch Paulson.
Yeah, they should have first blood here. Paulson gonna drop. Tino does secure first blood for himself on this track.
He's gonna have issues, but you do not want to give that DK wave growing really quick, getting EXP up, hitting level 6, because that tower pressure will come in and Execration will be ready to collapse onto top or even just focus mid.
Vincenzo and Jocam just manning up here. They're both gonna drop. But it's not really too bad here for Execration. They do manage to get the top
6s. You want to play with Exo, you want to play with Dragon Form, you want to take some early fights, translate that into objectives. With this kind of start, Execration should hit those timings fairly well here, Mike.
Absolutely. Bot lane, though, they are going to take down Vincenzo once again. Palos, he's trying to chase Mizu, and he's actually doing quite a bit of work here. It's Palos, he's going to keep going, and Mizu does not have a blink available. He's going to Fury Fire up, but it's not going to be enough. Palos, a second kill on the Drow.
6 up, hasn't seen that opportunity. And with Alacrity stuck mid, it actually gives Bob a little bit more low.
Yeah, speaking of the devil here, Bob is dropping low and is going to go down to Alacrity as Vincenzo and Shanks. I mean, they try to help out, but there's not really much they can do. You've got Weaver Hoodwink as supports, and again, the lockdown just feels kind of... Instead, it seems like NGXC are going to be more than happy to just secure that bottom tier 1 tower, though I say that there is going to be a 3-man smoke up. They'll leave Mizu alone. They'll go after Vincenzo instead on the Weaver. To be fair, he does break the smoke. They're very well aware of what the smoke is. Sit back. Alacrity with the regen. Going to move in, but the immediate stun is there. Snowball will follow up.
Ooh.
Bushwhack is perfect as well. It's the 2-man just catching both of them out. It's Paulson and Mizu now to be chased by Tino and Vincenzo, but eventually they will be able to back. Execration. They'll go for a very quick Roshan instead.
And they've got the Exo running, they've got the damage on Palos. It does have a better turnaround time in terms of cooldown, although Tino might fall for this.
Yeah, they might find a much bigger target this time around. Bushwhack will only help so much. They do get Tino. So nice pick off for NGXC. This time it's not just the Weaver. I suppose it's back to the farm game. And I don't want to keep repeating myself, John. They've got to know that the Radiant Triangle right now is occupied, and that's exactly where they head. You might have to find a way to get in there, though. Considering that mid-tier 1 tower is still standing, it's not the easiest to jump in. Shanks, he's going to break the smoke and just scurry away, but there's the jump in from In Your Dream and Mizu. Shans will give the vision into the Snowball. They want that Hoodwink gone, and they've got him into Vincenzo. They'll find the Weaver, and they'll finger him down. That was Exodus and popped as well, so they've got to try and force this fight. They've got the silence, but Alacrity's got the BKB, so he's fine. Jocam, oh, that's a great chance block from Jocam. So NGX, they might get away. They are going to start setting up that top tier 2 tower, but you've got Paulison and Mizu around to try and defend this, as Paulison going to run right into Shanks and quick reactions out with the Hex. Might just mean the Hoodwink is set to die, and does. Paulison able to pick up another finger stack of the Lion, and that may make it so Execration just can't go for the tier 2 tower push.
Can't commit. And again, a lot of their AoE hold is coming out from that Hoodwink. Without that, there's no...
It's Tino. Just slowly chip away to tier 2. The Joe Cam, he'll move in with the Walrus Punch. Snowball is there as well. Into the finger. They just want Tino gone. Sonic Wave might do it. Tino, he's still tanking through. Now Alacrity, though, from the backside, gonna find the Hoodwink, and that'll be Shanks gone. Into Palos. They might just get the Aegis here off that Drow. In Your Dream will go for the chase. The Gust is there, but it's not good enough. And this is really concerning now, John. At least for GXC, who've been left behind. In Your Dream's gonna have to do it all by himself as Alacrity. He just left the area. The Palos, can he man fight this? It looks like he may just, but here comes Alacrity again. Problem is he runs out of mana. Oh, it's a messy engagement. He doesn't stick around and he pays for it. Oh, Alacrity, he just falls short. Trying to zip all the way.
A lot of that magical burst and just sustain through these fights now.
Tino looking to make jump in mid lane. In Your Dream, he may have stuck around too long, but he does have his team right behind him to try and help out there. Paulison just gets deleted immediately by Palos' Alacrity. They're still trying to do with Tino, though Tino's just so damn tanky. With the time lapse, they can't kill him, and now they can move in for more. A great gust down by Palos, catching out to, and there's your bushwhack. In from Shanks. Oh, Execration.
Again, you said Drow's a trash hero. Mike Palos has been doing well this game. They haven't been able to jump in. They have so much jump, but even if they isolate Palos, the rest of the Execration's behind to follow through. The push is just great, although they're trying now.
Yeah, here comes the Jinx from johnxfire, though. Another nice time-lapse sound from Vincenzo. They've still got Palos down, but Bob, he's willing to fight with the Exorcism. So is Tino and Vincenzo, as they'll try and chase down Mizu and Joe Cam. Both to drop. The push is not stopping, John. They will keep going as they even fight In Your Dream with the bushwhack out. They've got so much control. In Your Dream just trying to run, but he is going to drop. A triple decides anything here in this final lane of Barracks being pushed down. Bob, four-star forward. They want to try and blow him up. Tino's there to help out, though. Bob, he's still perfectly fine as Alacrity. Still trying. They've got the Death Prophet down. Maybe they can defend. Maybe they can keep this going as they will buy back on Paulison. And now the Sonic Wave out from Mizu, pushing them back. In Your Dream, though, is in such big trouble. Palos does take him down, as now the move is on to Mizu with the Gust, but a nice snowball. Joe Cam will buy a bit more time, but it won't be enough, it seems, as the stun does land, and they'll take down the Quap.
This is a risk.
Tino, so they'll move in with the Black Dragon onto the tier 4 towers. You know, John, some teams just want to stay in Div 1. Others want to see other teams burn. Then GXC, they get stunned up. Bob, he'll move in onto the task. That might be Joe Cam gone. In Your Dream, he got left behind, though he is going to be able to get to the fountain, but it's all about objectives. Onto the second tier 4 they go. Onto the Ancient. Execration. How do you defend this? They're going to zip in one more time with Alacrity with a two-man vortex out onto Palos with a time lapse. Vincenzo just buying more and more space for Palos. In Your Dream set to fall down. This should be GG. Onto the Ancient they go. And things are looking very spicy now for that last spot of relegation. You just never know who's going to make it there, John.
Yep, I don't